Is maintenance lead for F1 Computer Solutions, and we'll jump into responsibilities. I have multiple roles. One is managing the maintenance team, and so basically I have a team that handles calls that come into the support center, and we also work with our clients on whether it's issues, installs of computers. I schedule with my team to go out and install new computers when they come in, and they also have routers or switches and things like that that we can go ahead and do. We also schedule that as well. We monitor systems, so if the customer's not calling us for an issue, sometimes we find out about the issue ahead of time before the customer actually does. And so we go ahead and find out through our management system, and we look at an alert. For instance, if a hard drive is going bad, a lot of times it'll write a message to the system log on the computer. And so what we've done is we've configured our management software to go to every single computer every day and look for those errors. And if one of the computers has it, it then pops up a little message on our screen in the support center area, a little red dot basically, and then we identify that, and then we go ahead and contact the customer, and then we troubleshoot the issue. And sometimes it may result into a replacement hard drive, sometimes it might result into a new machine because the machine's too old and it's out of warranty. We don't usually recommend putting too much money into those because, again, it's not feasible in case that their machine goes down. Our goal is to try to have people up and running at all times. That's our goal. That means servers and workstations and laptops and printers, any networked device basically that we work with, scanners and printers, all that too. So, so we try to be proactive and make sure we're catching issues that arise before the customer actually sees the interaction. So, going back to the hard drive, if we were able to run a check disk on it, which will actually check the disk for errors and fix them, then we've corrected errors prior to it actually exploding in the customer's face. In essence, the machine just not working anymore. And so, because that's generally, if you're not watching a machine closely, especially when we have over 1,300, the machine will just eventually stop working, and they could lose whatever data that they have on their desktop or in their favorites. You know, you go to Internet Explorer, you have favorites, things like that. So basically, we being proactive and we monitor. I manage the management tool that we use that we manage our maintenance customers. And we do everything from running scripts, maintenance scripts every day. So all 13 plus 100 systems that we maintenance, which are servers and workstations and laptops, actually we run maintenance on them every day. So every day, every computer gets cleaned. And once a week we perform Microsoft updates. Have you guys heard about those and know what those are?
I get them on my computer all the time.
Yes, if your computer's been updated, it'll restart it and add them. Microsoft once a month puts out security updates to try to keep your computer secure, because Microsoft has a market share of the computers out there. So usually when you walk into a business, you're going to see a PC with a Windows operating system on it. And so therefore everyone in the world is trying to bust Microsoft. So they're trying to always get into their systems and remote in and trying to do all these things. So that's why Microsoft puts all these updates out once a month. We're required to keep systems as secure as possible, so that includes updating systems. So once a week, we, again, out of all of our client base, we have scheduled to make sure that the systems are updated.
And you can see the schedule here.
Yeah.
On the nights that those particular customers are updated each day. So what we do is we get the Microsoft patches in. Todd does the testing on them to make sure that there's not going to be any compatibility issues with their network or other third-party software. And then he makes sure he approves them and then pushes them out through the system, and then they're scheduled.
Yeah, because Microsoft puts a lot of updates out. They don't always put out critical updates. They may put out an update to update a help file or something like that. And those are updates that generally people don't look at the help files of Microsoft. They usually will Google the problem or something like that. So we generally don't update those, because what it does is it puts too much on the system. So we put out the critical ones, the ones that are security based and critical updates. And sometimes we'll get updates that will happen throughout the month. Microsoft releases them one time every month, on the second Tuesday of every month, and that's pretty standard for them. But sometimes they will release them, important ones, outside that, which is called an out-of-band update, which means they're not going to release it on that Tuesday if they feel it's important, where they're not going to do it. They don't want to wait till the next month. They'll release it sooner than that. And so then we have the ability to test it and then push that out to all of our clients as well as soon as we get that particular update. And so again, these are things that we can do with 13,000+ computers with our system computers. The system also allows us to remote into a computer if we have, if there's an issue with the system. A lot of times we want to try to get it fixed as quickly as possible, and the user wants it working. So what we do is, instead of going out to their site, we'll go ahead and try to assist them remotely. Have you ever seen someone take over your computer with a mouse before? Or you're sitting there and okay. Yeah, and that's what we do. We ask for permission to work with that customer on the issue. We've asked them permission to remote in their computer, and then we actually can see what they're seeing. So if there's an error popping up on the screen, then they call us or email us. We basically can remote in and see what the error looks like, and then we can go ahead and remote in, take care of it. We can actually take over their mouse, fix the problem right then, and then just ask them if everything is good, and then we can remote out. So those are things that we can do to try to handle issues with customers that way. Because sometimes you can't, you have to see it. Sometimes it's what we call user issues. We always, in the IT field, we always have fun. We say it's a user issue. I don't know if you guys have heard of that before. A user problem.
ID 10T
Yeah. Yeah.
issue or